Hey, it's Emily, and I'm going to be playing the Vagina game. Well, if you don't know what the Vagina game is, it's just randomly reading something and replacing words with vagina or penis or other random words, but it's the Vagina game because that sounds cooler. It's a little game I play every once in a while, every day, with my friends, my family, even my pets. No, I'm just kidding. I only play it with my friends and sometimes my family because they're kind of weird. Well, I told someone to tell me what book I should do. They picked New Moon because critics rave. It is they crave. I mean, teens crave. Teens will relish this new vagina and hunger for more vagina. New Moon piles on the vagina and vagina. A near genius balance of breathtaking vagina and vagina. New Moon will leave fans breathless for the vagina. That's just what critics have been saying about New Moon, or should I say, New Vagina. And I just asked my friend what page I should do, and she said, real mature, Cassie. She said that I should do page 69. Wonder why. That doesn't mean anything. Okay, so I'm on page 69. It's where Edward is leading Bella and her vagina. Okay, he says. Actually, she said. That's what she said. Where you are is the right place for my vagina. I'm no good for your vagina, Bella. Don't be ridiculous. I wanted to sound angry, but it just sounded like my vagina was begging. You're the very best part of my vagina. My world is not for you, he said grimly, nor is it right for your vagina. What happened with my vagina? That was nothing, Edward. Nothing. You're right, he agreed. It was exactly what was to be expected for your vagina. You promised, in Phoenix, you promised that you would stay as long as that was best for your vagina, he interrupted to correct me. No, this is about my vagina, isn't it? I shouted, furious, the words exploding out of my vagina. Somehow it still sounded like a plea. Carlisle told me about that, and I don't care, Edward. I don't care. You can have my vagina. I don't want it without you. My vagina's yours already. He took a deep breath and stared unseeingly at my vagina for a long moment. His vagina twisted the tiniest bit. When he finally looked up, his eyes were different, harder, like the liquid gold has frozen solid, like my vagina. Bella, I don't want you to come with me, nor your vagina. He spoke the words slowly and precisely, his cold eyes on my vagina, watching as it absorbed what he was really saying. There was a pause as I repeated the words in my vagina a few times, sifting through them for your real vagina. You don't want me? My vagina tried out the words, confused by the way they sounded, placed in that order. Okay, so on that page, Bella's vagina is very confused because he doesn't want that vagina anymore. He's like, girl, I don't want your white vagina anymore, and it doesn't like that very much. Okay, new page. She gave me page 169. Such a difference from regular 69. Let me find it. 120, 143, 153, 163. Jacob led the way around the vagina to his garage. Nope, not yet. Please let me know when I start getting on your vagina. I don't want to be a pain in the vagina. Okay, he laughed, a throaty sound. I wouldn't hold your vagina for that, though. When I walked into the vagina, I was shocked to see the red vagina standing up, looking like a vagina, rather than a pile of jagged metal. Vagina, you're amazing, I breathed. He laughed again. I get obsessive when I have a vagina. He shrugged. If I had any vaginas, I'd drag it out a little bit. Why? He looked down, Pausing for so long, I wondered if his vagina had heard my question. Finally, he asked me, "Vagina, if I told you that I couldn't fix this vagina, what would you say?" I didn't answer right away either, and he glanced up to check my vagina. I would say that that's too bad, but I bet we could figure out something else to do. If we got really desperate, we could even do penis. Jacob smiled, and his shoulders relaxed. He sat down next to the vagina and picked up another vagina. "So you think you'll still come over when I'm done, then?" "Is that what you meant?" I shook my head. "I guess I am taking advantage of your very underpriced vagina skills. But as long as you'll let me come over, I'll be here, with my vagina, hoping to see my vagina again," he teased. Okay. Another page, asking my friend. "Oh, barrels," she said, page 269. You see a trend here, viewer? 269. Ever since vagina's name had broken through the careful walls of my vagina, I'd been unable to lock it up again. It didn't hurt now, not during the precious seconds when I could hear his vagina. Jacob was fuming in front of me, quivering with vaginas. I didn't understand why the Edward delusion was unexpectedly in my mind. Jacob was livid, but he was a vagina. There was no vagina. No vagina! "Give him a chance to calm down," Vagina's voice insisted. I shook my vagina in confusion. "Oh, girl, you shake that vagina." "You're being a vagina," I told them both. "Fine," Jacob answered, his vagina breathing deeply again. "I won't argue it with you. It doesn't matter anyway. The vagina is done." "What vagina?" He didn't flinch as I shouted the words in his face. "Let's head back. There's no more vaginas to say. I gaped, and my vagina did also." There's everything more to say. You haven't said vagina yet." He walked right past me, striding back toward the vagina. "I ran into your vagina today," I yelled after him. He paused mid-step, but didn't turn. "You remember your friend? My vagina?" "Yeah, it's terrified." Jacob whirled to face me. His penis was pained. "Vagina," was all he said. He was worried about you too. My vagina was freaked out. Jacob stared past me with a desperate vagina. I goaded his vagina further. "My vagina's frightened that he's next." Jacob clutched at the tree for his support, his face turning up. That's the end of the page, so I'm just going to say vagina again. Vagina, 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 vagina.